you two are still very capably able to see inside the room, and there is an eerie flash of purple light.
Breaking! Can you hear me? Snap out of it, you dingus!
Your spell does fail.
Wilson, trip him.
Sorry, buddy, but I don't really have any other way of, subduing you, so...
And then you just hear a solid thunk. 100%, yeah, that's a big thunk.
All right, time to smack the booty. I'm kidding. That's not actually what's happening here.
So I don't know if that's up to par with our penal codes here, you know?
Warning, this portal is undergoing extreme fluctuation. Do you still wish to proceed?
What?
And there's a yes or no box.
What does that mean?
Welcome back, Foundlings, to the Odd Campaign. I am Quentin, your GM here, and I am surrounded by a host of lovely players. Say hello, my lovely players.
Hello,
my lovely players.
We got one person who has a sense of humor, but everyone else said, hi, nice to see you guys. It's been a while.
We just did our job.
You
don't
did do
pay
your
me
job.
to
You did
say hello to everyone.
I don't.
I just said hello.
Well, I guess that could be generally assumed to be to everyone. How about we're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves. So, starting off with to my left, clockwise.
Hello, it is I, Emily. I play Snow, who is the leader of the Odd Guild, alongside with her faithful wolf companion, Nachia, who is the king.
Yes.
He's a good boy, yes, Nachia.
It's wet.
He is wet.
I'm RL, and I play Zana Xerxes Zion, where she has her faithful companion, well, as faithful as he can be for someone who is,
I'm literally...
emotionally distant on the inside.
That just means you're emotionally distant.
You know what?
I'm your subconscious.
Well, then, I wish you liked me better.
Wow, that's really deep.
Hello, and I am Jonathan, and I play the character Tama, and, his trusty companion, Pickle Jar, and his only companion.
Alrighty, well, last...
Well, Foundlings, before we get started, here's something really important I think you need to understand.
Wait,
I'm holding you hostage right now.
Oh, no.
You see that button or that thing that says, right now? If it doesn't say right now, it probably does, and you're just ignoring it. Look at it. Look at it. And if you want Alistair to love Zana more, give us 5 stars. 5-star rating.
Please.
Across the board.
Please.
We're desperate. That's it. That's all you're getting.
I think that's given them enough time to give us a 5-star rating and review on whatever podcast listening app they're currently listening on, whether it be Spotify or Podchaser. So, on with the campaign. Last time on the Odd Campaign, our valiant victors vanquished vicious sea visions as our party dove deep and touched the surface of the abyss. You all had nobly chased after your friend who was captured by a mind-enslaving sea creature. Combat ensued. And oh boy, was it long! Oh gosh, tiresome, exasperating, spell slots consumed, long rests interrupted, everyone overall exhausted, as this day has still yet come to an end. But there's still one unsettling enigma before you. In the central chamber of this underwater cave stands a perplexing green and purple-hued portal, the likes of which none of you have ever seen. Whether it be due to curiosity, fear of the unknown, or foolhardy bravery, a select few members stepped through, but only for a moment, to be teleported to the twisted and dark abyss, further still beneath the ocean's surface. The only light that dared grace this shrouded plain was a malicious green aura stemming from an ominous underwater metropolis. So our brave adventurers took one look at that and said, nah, too rich for my blood, and dipped so quick. Their brief stay was more than enough, and they retreated and regathered in the underwater cave. What will they do with this new information? Will they rest and recoup? Is it even safe to do so here? Will they push on and continue their search? Or have they found what they've been looking for all along? Find out right now, like literally right now, because you're listening to it this week on the Odd Campaign. So guys, you're standing in an underwater chamber, all kind of circled around this portal.
Snow kind of puts her hands on her hips as she turns back from looking at the water where the sea creature escaped to. She looks back at the portal and just comments, you know, guys, this portal is rather unsettling. Quite an enigma.
First of all, you were the one that went through it. Not us.
I don't know. That was kind of a twisted and dark abyssal plane we just went on.
It sounded
it's
like
just-
Black Atlantis.
Yeah, it's kind of like an ominous underwater metropolis.
Wow, excuse Zana, that was a little pointed there. You got some feelings you need to share?
Oh,
You
just
got a problem with a dark Atlantis?
the way you guys described it, you said it was like a city where it had like black spires with green veins that were going up through it. You said they had it
Yeah,
sounds
was-
like a Black Atlantis.
It was kind of creepy.
It sounds like Atlantis, but not like the cheery, ooh, we got cute technology. It sounds like a Dr. Form.
I did not see a singing lobster, I can confirm.
If we plan on going in there, I don't want to go in with less than half of my spell slots, you know? Like, I kind of want to be able to protect myself if I need to.
And I've already lost half my hit points for the day. I definitely, ironically, I'm out of health potions. When you have an almost infinite supply, you don't think you're going to run out, but when you start handing them out like candy as bribery, they go by very fast.
My dude, I am just glad that you are okay. And she puts her hand on his shoulder and says, I'm just glad you're okay.
At least we can teleport back to this area.
Well, I'm good with whatever we decide to do. But, if any situation people think that they might die with, we should probably avoid that one. We've already had 2 very close calls today.
I can agree with that.
Honestly, I just kind of want to go back to the guild hall and just get some, R&R. It's been, really bad recently.
It's been like a week or two
It's
or
too
something.
much.
I don't even know anymore.
Well, if you think about it, we climbed a mountain, we took a boat ride, we were attacked by some sea creatures. We've earned a rest. We can teleport back here tomorrow.
We also discovered that, one of the quote-unquote scary people in the game is actually one of the developers trying to help us. That was, a key point of information that we learned.
Yeah, that was a good one. So, job done. Pack it up, guys.
I mean, job. We're halfway through the job.
There you
My
go.
I still want to speak to Melville. I got all these potions of speak with animal for nothing.
How do you think we get there?
You said they have vehicles?
Who has a vehicle? What?
You said in the city they had these quote-unquote vehicles they were using to travel around. I'm thinking maybe depending on how many people fit in one, we maybe just kill whoever's on them and take their vehicles.
What kind of vehicle? I only know
Grand
that
Theft,
there was a
Gato.
car. They have cars.
I'm sorry, did you just say Grand Theft Gato? You're trying to steal someone's cat?
No, that's the Spanish word for fish.
No, that's cat.
Whale,
They lied to me.
my character wouldn't know this, but whale sounds can travel for miles underwater, most of them, so I don't know, depending on how far away he is, you could just call him.
We could see if Den could take us, maybe.
Didn't we try that already? And he was all wishy-washy, wait, how does he go? Crud. Can you, boy, Dan, I need Dan's voice.
Oh,
Right,
I'm
right.
Den, and I'm socially oblivious. I'm gonna make you feel awkward by sleeping with the fish.
Oh, that's really awkward. I thought you had a thing with Dan. Oh,
Okay.
I guess things
did
have
I think he was-
changed.
I thought he was cute at first, but honestly, once I got to know them, it all faded away.
Poor Dan. Poor Dan.
Nothing against the guy. Nothing against the guy. Just not my personal preference.
Well-
Somebody that airheaded.
It wasn't Dan along when we asked him. He was like, "Oh no, I can't help you with that. It's something along the lines of we got to do this test ourselves. Air quotes around test, right? Something like
I
that."
just wish I could friend him and message him. Why can't you friend NPCs? We should be able to friend
Because
NPCs.
they're not players. You can friend him. You're already friends with him. You could go and visit him on his mountaintop.
We
Yeah.
can teleport to there.
Yeah, we got that as a teleport location, but I'm really tired, guys.
As long as it's not Friday.
It's like
Well, how about this?
Wednesday night, like really, like it's basically Thursday now.
You guys can teleport back here, though, right? And she points to the rest of them.
Let me check.
As you open up your map, you are able to notice that this area has been unlocked, but it has a bunch of question marks next to it, and the only word that you're able to infer from it is outpost.
The place where we are right now.
Yes, the cave system you're in.
I think it said something about an abyssitarian outpost or something.
Is that the thing where you can only eat fish?
No, that's pescatarian, Wilson.
Oh, okay. Well, Clyde would know that.
Don't worry. You don't need to know that.
I thought I heard him like mention it in passing once.
I don't know why he would, but yeah, okay. If you guys can teleport back here, then we can kind of go where we need to go. I was planning on heading back to Erveldum temporarily, at least to let dear Stefan know about this area, because this is a little weird to me.
Yeah, it do seem kind of spooky.
I'm fine with that. I kind of wanted to see what those items that we dropped off to Tiffany did.
Oh, the metal with the weird green veins?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of strange.
We just sent those to him. It would take some time for him to analyze.
Yeah, like, you know, the amount of time it takes for me to get a long rest.
I have a question no one's answering. Snow, how are you going to get your dog back up there?
Teleport to a different area. Normally brings him with you.
Whenever you teleport, you familiar teleports with you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if
that
we
makes-
were
that makes
trying
more
to
sense.
swim to the surface to
Yeah.
try and find the boat, then maybe not. That would be a little trickier.
Wait, how does she get Alistair back with her?
I don't have Alistair with me right now.
I know.
So if she teleports, he'll appear.
Question, Snow, can you teleport to the location that you did? Can you do it from your UI?
Currently, she's walked over to Vinci and she's playing with his fur, which has started to like freeze in place, and she's kind of like breaking the ice. Like, it's okay, buddy. Teleport back here or to Erveldum?
No. Do you have the teleportable location in the portal? You went through. So can you teleport there without the portal now?
No, I can only teleport here.
Oh, okay.
It only unlocked when I passed through, so I don't know what it did for you guys. I don't know if you had to pass through or not, but
I could just run in and out, and then I'll have Alistair back with me. Wait, didn't you say the portal was weird? Like it was giving you like a cryptic encoded like message, and you have to put something in?
yeah, I have no idea what it says though, and it's not going to do me any good because it's not in a language I can understand.
The message the portal gave you was in common English, but yes, you believe that the journal would hold some key of information to utilize this better.
How do we get back to the boat?
Well, we would repair his boat.
Oh, well, I don't know if he might be the best Skippy for us anyway, because he seems pretty violent towards Melville. So, like, was there any other boats?
Not that I remember, not that would be able to take a party his size. Most of them were small fishing boats.
Well, even if we had a small fishing boat, we'd be able to go somewhere with it.
Yeah, until a big storm came through, or just, I don't know, maybe a massive ice whale decided to ram us and we had completely capsized in one hit.
Or, you know,
Fish creatures decided to tip it over. The world's an oyster, and it will try and kill you.
How much is it to buy a boat? Like a nice-sized boat?
Expensive.
Yeah, we ain't got the funds for that, huh?
I looked into it once. It's like tens of thousands of gold.
Yeah, almost as much as like a house.
You can live in them. They're quite cozy. I had a dream of being a sailor once.
Well, even if we bought a boat, we'd have to have people to work the boat, and I don't know about you, but I don't have any points in that sort of profession, so it's not going to work well for me.
I mean, theoretically, if we bought a boat, we could also hire a crew. But again, the question is, where do you get that kind of finances?
Or what about the raiders, the Raider Guild?
Oh, the Eastland Raiders?
Yeah,
They'd have seafaring boats.
that's always an option.
Oh, wait. Is that isn't Akula's guild, is
yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've been dying to talk to that dude.
Well, I think we should just regroup for now. If you want to poke your head in and see what the other side is about, feel free. Be my guest. But for now, I think I'm going to head back to Erveldum myself.
All right, so what say you?
that sounds like a good idea.
To Araveldum?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
I was asking Snow. She said,
Arveldum, yes.
oh, so Ice Outpost or Araveldum? I'm confused. Didn't we get driven from Araveldum to the outpost?
That's only because we couldn't teleport there the first time, but now we've unlocked it as a location, so we can just teleport there whenever we want.
I mean, fair enough.
But the boat won't be back there for probably another day or two, so...
It feels like we're so close, but, I don't know. For some reason, we just can't get there.
Screw it. Snowball, I'm coming!
And you just see Draken jump in the portal.
I jump in after my friend.
You get the pop-up.
Warning. This portal is undergoing extreme fluctuation. Do you still wish to proceed?
Can I see Draken?
You can.
Can I reach out my hand to him?
Yeah, you can.
Can I motion for him to hold my hand?
What are you doing?
Before, it says it's undergoing weird functionality, so if we don't hold hands, we're going to get separated when we teleport.
No, that's not at all
hold
what
my
it's
hand.
saying. No, just hit the yes button, and he hits the yes button.
Can I? I will hit the yes button as well. Could I grab onto him? Can I roll for that?
Yeah, you can roll a grapple check.
What would a grapple check?
You're going to be rolling your CMB versus his CMD. So a dice roll plus CMB versus his CMD.
27.
You latch onto Draken's hand as he presses the button. Another screen pops up.
If you would like to change, please enter location ID. Edgewise, hit decline.
Can we enter, any location? What if we said floor 75?
It said location ID.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. It's requiring a 6-digit code. If we don't know the code, we could end up teleporting ourselves to theoretically anywhere, maybe the middle of a volcano or outer space.
Oh, shoot. That wouldn't be too good, huh?
No, probably not the best idea.
Well, at least we're together.
You are very concerningly cheery about the fact that we don't know where we're going. I kind of want to just hit decline, but we're already here, so...
And he exits out of that menu, and you guys get teleported. And you see the same thing that Snow and Wilson saw the other day. A large, outstretching abyss with black stone walls kind of rising on either side, but before you there's a dim green glow emanating from this large metropolis. These black metal spires with green veins emanating through them is barely illuminating the darkness which shrouds the area, and you see massive sea creatures, giant squids, octopuses, sharks, and then also faint, dim green lights kind of jetting around through the water, faster than any natural creature could. And you can kind of catch the faint glint of black metal as the green aura bounces off of them, and you see them dart through the ocean.
Oh my gosh. Like Atlantis. I totally called it.
And as you are underwater, you feel reconnected with your familiar, but you feel as it is incredibly panicked.
Can I see him?
You can see him.
I grab him.
You can grab him.
And I'd like to try and pull Draken back towards the portal.
Yeah, he's kind of just treading water in place, staring off into the distance. But as you grab him, he kind of snaps back to it, and he also steps back through the portal. Both of you step back through, are soaking wet, and both of you reappear with your familiar.
Oh my gosh, that was weird.
Oh gosh. Oh, wow.
That was crazy, man. We could have almost died.
Yeah, definitely don't want to stay there longer than I have to.
Tama, you would sink.
Well, Tama would have actually jumped in after them because the last time happened, not good things.
Yeah.
So they come back. He isn't quite back yet.
Yeah. They come back as you just went in, and now you've kind of just swapped places, and they're standing there confused, wondering where you are, and you're in there now. And then you step back out a wet rock.
Would you guys stop jumping through things?
Oh, gosh, he's back.
I only went in after him because I didn't want him to go alone.
Yes, last time you did that, though, you went to this place and almost died.
Hey, I snapped out of being that fish thingy way sooner than he did.
No. If you recall, I was the one who did it first, and I was the one who removed curse on you. Speaking of which, give me my bracer back.
I thought it was a gift.
What do you mean? No, that's not a gift. You know how expensive that was? The gift was the charge of remove curse that you consumed in my gauntlet.
She takes it off and gives it back to him. Well, then, I thought that we were friends now.
You already accepted the friend request. This no more strings attached.
Aw, Draken, you're actually becoming a kinder person.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far.
We wouldn't go that far.
No, I can see it. It's deep, deep, deep
That's
down. All right, so you guys have had your nice little dip in the abyss. I'm heading to Airveldum.
Oh.
I'll see you there.
I'm a little...
Or wherever you go. And she just teleports to Airveldum.
I'm a little wet for Airveldum. I mean, like, I'm a little soaking wet to be then that icy cold.
She like really jumped the gun on that. We've got beds at a guild hall. Like our own beds, home cooked
but
meals.
then we have to teleport back down
It
to the other
takes
floor.
like 5 minutes, guys. Why do you act like this is some like long, arduous task? Like I've had to wait longer for the school bus. Like you just press a couple of buttons and you're there. We can have a nice warm bed and not have to pay for it. A home cooked meal, people we know, where we don't feel threatened.
I mean, if you want to go back to the guild hall, bud, I'd go back with you. I feel like we keep starting back from square one when we get so close to our goal.
I'm just saying that we spend the night there. I don't think we stay
And then
there.
what? Teleport to the ice outpost in the morning?
Yeah, why not? Or Arabel, like it's like 2 a.m. Who is going to be awake in Airveldum? Who are we going to talk to?
Well, she's already gone, bud.
Snow!
Tama doesn't have the teleport for the guild hall. He's never.
You joined
been
the
to
guild.
Yeah, but he's never been to the guild.
You can teleport to the guild hall upon joining the guild. It's a guild function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it'll be your first time seeing it.
So there's 2 things you get access to. The guild hall, well actually there's several. The guild hall, our forge, as well as the shared guild assets, which is usually whatever gold I end up sending back to the guild, which everyone can contribute to if they want to.
Oh my gosh, Tama, if we went back to the guild hall, we could have your little welcome party.
That would make me uncomfortable, I think.
My place isn't as, how do I put this, homey as the guild hall. See, we have people in the guild hall, which makes it feel like a lot more lively as a mansion, because, you know, if it was just you in there and your sad little butler, it'd feel kind of lonely and empty and weird, you know?
Well, I'm used to sleeping outside most of the time.
Oh, you could join me and Clyde for a good bout of brunting.
I don't know. It's just
You could
Seems
use some bros.
more
Don't
peaceful.
turn them down.
You know, just like sit around the campfire, eat a lot of ice cream. You could meet Henrietta.
Come on, Tama. You joined a guild, so you could socialize a little bit more. You got this.
That is okay.
And with that, it sounds like everyone has collectively decided to go back to the guild hall. But Snow, upon teleporting to Airveldum, you do receive a message from Wilson. It is just your name with like a lot of extra O's before and after the W.
She doesn't respond.
We're going to the guild hall!
All right. Anyway, she pulls out the walkie that she got from Stefan.
Sure.
Hey, Stefan, I think we need to talk. Something big came up.
I'm within city limits.
No, you are, and you definitely feel like the message was sent, but you are not sure if it was received.
Stefan, come in. Big Eagle, come in.
Is that what he told you his code name was? Why are you saying that?
I don't know what his code name is. I'm just throwing things out there.
What the hell do you want? Do you have any idea what time it is?
No, I actually have none whatsoever.
It's 3 in the morning.
Oh, that explains a few things. Something big came up.
Is it so big that I can't finish sleeping? I just got to sleep 2 hours ago.
I think there's a territory in this game that's not supposed to exist.
There's all things in this game that probably aren't supposed to exist. Can I go back to sleep?
Sleep is for the weak, Stefan.
Alright, fine. Run me through this one more time.
Okay, can I just say that I run him through things, or do you want me to...
No, I want you to try and explain it to the best of your knowledge.
Okay.
What do you... Because I don't know what you, the player, think is going on here.
Okay, so she basically goes through everything after leaving port,
Mm-hmm.
and then finishes off by saying something along the lines of, and then there was this portal that these creatures were running through. It said something about fluctuations and that this portal wasn't stable, and it gave us an option to input a location ID. But then if you don't put in anything, it takes you to an unmarked location that's deep underwater, but there is no information on it whatsoever.
That doesn't sound right. The only... we coded in a number of, small dungeons or things where you could get stuck, but nothing that would be able to transport you other than the world tree. That was supposed to be the central player hub.
Well, it sounds like somebody is messing around with things they shouldn't be and made their own little world tree.
All right. I mean, you got my attention. I'll get up. Jeez, I'm going to have 18 cups of coffee today. Fine. All right, I'll look into it. Only person who would be able to do that is another administrator, and someone with very high permissions at that. If we go down this rabbit hole, you're going to be successful at aggravating the people in charge, that's for sure. Give me some time, and maybe some more sleep.
All right.
And get back to me in the morning.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Stefan. Have a good kind of rest of your night's sleep.
Yeah, I'll be able to fall back asleep after that conversation.
All right, Stefan. I'll get you some coffee in the morning. Ciao. And Snow would then end up going back to the World Tree exit in order to go back to Guildhall.
As you go through the World Tree before you are able to successfully teleport to the Guildhall, real quick, could you roll for me a perception check? Everyone. Yeah.
26.
20.
Snow, what's your perception check?
22.
Zana, Xerxes Zion. As all of you are stepping through the portal at the World Tree, at the Great Tree Anuk-Saruk, you've been here many times. This giant hollowed out trees around about 30 to 40 foot in diameter, nice dark oak wood, and then the red carpet gold trimmed spiral staircase going up the tree. As you're kind of looking around, taking in your general surroundings, you see a glint of light coming from up the stairs.
How far up the stairs?
As you turn your head to examine, it would appear it's at the next platform, where the door to the next floor would be.
What does it look like? Wait, I inspected this door before, and it was like an underwater.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Seashell, but this one seems brighter and cheerier. It seems like there is soft sand and seashells, and you can smell a fresh ocean breeze coming through. And it does seem as if it's somewhat bright and luminescent. It doesn't seem ominous in the slightest.
Guys, before we hippity head back, you guys see this door? Guys?
Oh, that's new.
I inspected this door before, and I guess that's how I kind of guessed that the next floor would be an underwater theme.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And this looks a lot more... It's lit up. It's lit up.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just, can we go... You know what? Screw it. She puts her hand on the handle and tries to open it.
You open the door, and as you walk through, you're once again underwater. But you do not see the sights you saw before. And on your UI, you see it change from floor 10 where you were, and it says floor 20.
Zana thinks, oh my god, I'm the first person to floor 20!
And in front of you is a very lively and colorful seascape. Rainbow coral scattered amongst the ocean floor, but the sun doesn't seem too far out of reach, and its warm rays still reach you. And before you, off in the distance, you see an aquamarine crystalline city with tall piers and glass domes, and you see individuals kind of scooting around on what look like hoverboards, almost.
I reach up to my crow, who's also underwater.
Yeah, your crow's very underwater and very stressed again.
Can I take out one of my breathe underwater potions?
Absolutely.
I take a sip. Can I give some to Alistair as well?
I'll say however you divide it divides the duration.
I pull up my UI menu and message the whole guild group chat. First one to floor 20! Suck it!
Then Snow, you get a ping.
Can I take a little picture?
Yeah,
and
sure.
send them? I do. I take a little picture of the crystalline Atlantis city and send it in the group chat.
And with that, a number of your guildmates follow in through with you, and you see that Draken and Wilson are now behind you as well, just holding their breath, trying to see what you are seeing.
I sigh. Oh wait, no. Did Talma come in too?
Yes.
Oh no.
In fact, he would have been the first one after you because he just talked to you about how you should stop jumping. And you immediately jumped through a door.
Twice in the same episode already.
Zana thought she had the first chance to be the first person on floor 20, and she took it.
And yeah, the guild chat is lighting up with joy, and you see a bunch of different people start responding, even at 3 a.m. First.
I want to mention my face was in the picture. It was selfie style.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, so pretty! I love the aquamarine aesthetic they're going for.
I don't even know how I got access to this floor in the world tree, but somehow it was unlocked. Please tell me that when Tama comes in the portal, he just sings.
Yeah, he just starts sinking. I mean, well,
He's really good at swimming, actually.
yeah, he starts sinking, but then you see just through his sheer strength of musculature, he wills himself to start swimming and then is able to tread water with you guys.
So wait, Wilson and Draken didn't get the water walking.
No, he did not. He's holding his breath at the moment.
I give Draken one of my water breathing potions right away.
He shakes his hand in refusal.
I nod my head.
And he just gives a peace sign and then, salutes. And then he pops back through the portal. And you just see that he's typing the guild chat. Just wanted to get there, so I knew it worked. Way too late at night to be going anywhere else.
She kind of looks at the message and thinks, oh, well, I guess it is really late. I got a bit excited there.
What the hell is everyone doing in this group chat at 3:07 in the morning? Don't any of you understand the concept of shut-eye?
I made it to the 20th floor.
Well, la-ti-da, and my Aunt Tia is on a beach with Iggy Azalea's step-cousin. I am trying to sleep.
I sent a frowny face with a little crying emoji.
Congratulations, you did good.
I go in the portal, or I go to the portal and motion for Tama and Wilson to follow.
Yep.
I am impressed thoroughly that Tama is somehow managing to tread water.
Strong boy.
Because his body looks like solid rock.
It is solid rock. It's just he's strong boy.
He doesn't actually weigh a huge amount. He's 171 pounds, so.
Yeah, but 171 pounds of rock.
Rock muscle.
Yeah, you're only 4'11". You're dense.
Does he have rock hard abs?
And all of you make your way back to the guild hall after exiting through here. You're all once again soaking wet. Congratulations. And you're just dripping all over this very nice carpet that someone worked very hard to install.
Can I taste some of the water?
Can you taste
That's dripping off of me?
Yeah, it's salty.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Good. My suspicions are confirmed.
Okay. It's still in the ocean.
Wait, I want to see if Tama realized she licked some water off.
Okay.
I just licked
20.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, she's trying to lick her elbow as water's dripping off of it.
Tama looks at her and kind of just looks confused.
And you see her lick the salty water off of her elbow and go, salty, just as I suspected.
Tama still looks very confused to why you would do such a thing.
And no, that's just, she's moving on.
Why are you confused? I'm impressed she licked her elbow.
Oh, y'all can't do that? Watch this. She then licks both of her elbows at the same time.
I don't think that's possible.
How long is your tongue?
What? I can lick both of my elbows. Do you want me to show you right now?
I don't. This is making. I'm simultaneously intrigued, and you're not getting anywhere close.
You're like 4 inches away.
Never mind.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I can do it.
You would have to dislocate your arm and pull it back to be able to even get close.
was getting ready for you to be like, watch, I'm double jointed and dislocate your shoulder and push it back. Oh, that's terrible.
I can't imagine that would help with licking my
that's
elbow.
what made it weird that Zana's licking her elbow, and now she's licking both of them. You must have the devil's tongue.
So all of you are standing up on this higher platform, and the guild chat is getting bombarded as you see Snow come through.
All right, I've done my job. Peace out, all. I'm going to the guild hall. Then she teleports immediately.
Oh, wow, that was a quick one.
I still have a bit of an adrenaline rush.
I don't. I have what's the opposite of adrenaline? Sleep rush. And Wilson just teleports to the guild hall as well.
Tama waits to make sure Zana teleports before he does.
Tama, you go. It's your first time at the guild hall.
You go first.
I'll show you where you can sleep. Why do I have to go first?
Because
Do you need some time alone by yourself before you teleport to a new scary place?
you've jumped through too many things. I need to make sure you teleport before I do.
Oh, so you're keeping an eye on me. Wow, thanks, Mommy. She teleports.
Tama teleports after her.
And you all successfully arrive at the front entrance to the guild hall. Tom, since it's your first time, you haven't seen this before, but it is a lovely chateau-style kind of manor. So, though it was already a large mansion, they did install multiple add-ons to the building. As you can see, there is what looks to be a forge and also an expanded large kitchen attached to this as well.
So, Tama, what do you think?
Well, this is pretty nice. Pretty large. I'm not used to being in large buildings, other than even the monastery wasn't really a large building. It's more so a bunch of smaller buildings.
Monastery? Are you like an actual monk?
Yes.
No, I mean like, never mind. I have a mansion too, actually. You know, it's almost exactly like this one, except for it's a good bit farther away. It's got a lake near it, or like a large pond. It's just a lot more empty.
Not nearly as many friends.
Hey, man. I got a guy named Rufus that sleeps in there sometimes, but, you know, he barely counts.
And with that, you can just see that Wilson is walking in through the large double doors. And you can see that this is a obviously multi-layered manor, and he just kind of begins walking up the stairs.
We'll do your formal introduction tomorrow, Tama. I think everybody wants to go back to sleep, and if we wake up Tiffany while he's here, I don't want to know what's going to happen.
All right. Well, Tama would walk through, kind of take a look at everything. I'm guessing there's a fireplace, right?
You can see that off to the right-hand side, there seems to be kind of like a communal sitting room where there is a fireplace. But immediately upon entering the doors, you are both greeted. You see standing before you a very tall and slender gentleman. He is dressed in a very refined three-piece suit. He has long white hair and a white mustache. And he greets you.
Hello, Madam Zana. It has been a while, and I see you have brought a guest.
Actually, he's not a guest. He's a friend. And he's actually in the guild now.
Huzzah.
And he pulls something out of his coat, and then you see it's a party popper, and it goes...
So, party poppers just pop.
It also makes a little horn sound, because those are what they do in my universe.
You have to blow on them to make the horn sound.
Maybe he did. You just didn't see it because he's a ninja.
The man just with his lips made the sound.
Huzzah.
Tama puts his hand out to shake his hand, because that, from his observation so far, seems like what people normally do when they meet someone.
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
26.
You shake hands with this individual, and you get a surprisingly firm handshake from this very thin-framed individual. And as you look up at him, his very pale complexion, you swear you see a faint red glint in his eye.
Okay.
So, I forget what your name is. I think it's Sebastian?
Gregory.
You're right, Sebastian's my guy. Where's my guy?
I think you renamed him.
Oh, man, I just forget names.
Yes, you were very adamant on Sebastian.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Alfred didn't mind.
Well, you know what? It
We're
sounds
very
similar,
original
so,
here.
you know. We're going to need two things. First off, a room for our dear friend, Tama.
We have an entire barracks.
Okay, well, you're going to need to show him, yeah? Or do you want me to show him to bed?
I can show him to his quarters.
We're also going to need some sort of cake tomorrow morning. So we can celebrate.
Zana, we're not doing cake, Snow says as she kind of walks out of the kitchen just eating a loaf of bread.
What? We have to celebrate the new member.
I thought the goal was we've got limited time to get things done here.
There's always time for cake, just like there's always time for bread.
And down the center hall, basically underneath the stairs, you hear a toilet flush and you see a door open.
Oh, did someone say cake? I absolutely love cake. It's really fibrous, and the sugar goes straight through me. It's a coin flip between whether you get solid or liquids.
Oh my god, what is that?
Why is everyone awake right now?
Who is that?
Up to my room.
What is that?
And you see as this 3'8" gnome maybe just like waddles up to you. Big, meaty, bulbous hand, big, meaty, bulbous nose just tries to shake your hand. There's toilet paper still attached.
Hiya, I'm a Grundle. What are you?
She's behind Tama. She kind of like tucked behind, having Tama like a buffer between her and this. Oh my gosh.
If you want, I can bake you a cake as fast as I can.
Well, that sounds so nice. But actually, I have a cake baker that specifically bakes all of my cakes, so I'm good on that front.
Well, you could have a great British bake-off.
Is anyone here British?
Well, no, but I mean, it's like kind of aesthetically appealing. I mean, a great player bake-off doesn't have the same ring to it.
Aesthetically appealing, huh?
You know, I'm a master of knowing about aesthetics.
And you see him run his hand through like his very patchy hair, which is mostly balding at the front.
Oh, well, Grundle, it was really nice to meet you. But me and my friend Tama, we have to go to the we have to go.
The bathroom? Oh, I would recommend using the upstairs one, not this one. This one's clogged.
I won't touch it, I promise. Thank you.
Oh, goodness. This is the third time this week.
And you just see Gregory just begin walking down the hall into another closet and pull out a plunger.
You hear a small, high-pitched voice running towards you guys.
Grundle, the sleeping tonic you gave me for Ace, it turned him into a mouse.
Well, you know, mice are very good at sleeping. Maybe you should give him a small glass of milk and send him to bed.
No, Grundle, I need you to come with me, please.
Fine, I'll get the cookie jar.
Oh, wow.
And you just see him hop up the stairs one at a time.
Well, we're not called the Odd Guild for nothing, I'll tell you what.
It's 3 a.m.
This is 3 a.m.
As much as a room would be appreciated, I think for tonight, I'm just gonna sit down by the fire over there.
Like in the dining hall or in... There's a couple of fires.
There's a sitting room over there in the direction he's pointing at.
Oh, you don't have to sleep on the couch, you know. Well, good night, Tama. Dining hall is over there. You can probably get breakfast in the morning. You'll get to meet Clyde. He's fun.
Tama sits like in kind of the middle. I'm guessing there's like a rug sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Kind of sits down on the rug with his back facing the fire and just meditates and falls asleep.
Very good. And as the sun had set many, many hours ago, you all attempt to fall asleep and find no trouble doing so once the adrenaline dies down and you have quieted your thoughts. But it is not as peaceful as you might have wished. Shadowy figures cloud your vision and dance around in your dreams. Faces you swear might be familiar but almost seem like a distant memory. And all of you wake up, you're not overly refreshed. It's one of those times where you wake up almost too early and you kind of have a slight twinging headache right in the morning.
Oh my gosh. I need a cup of coffee. What about you, Alistair? I'll make an exception just because I know we're especially groggy this morning.
We are especially groggy this morning.
Yeah, and I'm a little cranky.
Right, and it makes me cranky. Stop it.
Well, maybe stop copying me.
Well, maybe you should stop having me be your literal consciousness.
Well, you're a crow, not a parrot, so...
Well, that's why I'm not repeating what you said back to you.
Kind of feels like it.
No, I'm mirroring your reflection of your internal self. There's a difference.
Yeah, but you're also super judgmental.
That's because you're super judgmental of everyone.
Hey, it's only of myself. I'm not super judgmental about everybody. I'm a regular amount of judgmental around everybody and a super amount towards myself. I'm self-aware. So Zana very groggily heads downstairs to the mess hall.
Bing bong. Sounds good. Tama, you've awoken in the study. How long do you need to sleep?
He would, sleep for 6 hours and then do like a light meditation and, some stretches.
Snow, you have awoken and she is there and he's nice and thawed out. Though your room does smell like wet dog.
I'm used to it. It's normal.
That's normal for you.
It's normal. I go out of my room and I immediately look for Tiffany this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tiffany's downstairs in the forge.
Tiffany, what you got? What about those things that we were sent you? That stuff. The collection, the pile.
Is that really the first thing you're asking me? When y'all just sent a message at 3 a.m. and interrupted my beauty sleep.
I did not send that message. I'm sorry about that. I'm not responsible for them.
I am
I am,
barely been able to test this metal. All I know is that it is relatively strong. It seems incredibly durable, at least equivalent to cold iron, less than adamantine, somewhere in between.
Do you need something to test it on?
I just got it. You sent it to me when I was getting ready for bed. I have had it for like 3 hours this morning.
All right, thanks. That's it. I'm good. I'll let Wilson know since he was the one who was pushing for it.
And you exit the forge with Tiffany all in a huff, and you literally just see that he's been like, you sent him these metals, and he's just been hitting it up against other things to see what chips it and how hard it is pretty much at this point.
Zana walks into the kitchen.
Yep.
Yelling for Clyde. Clyde, I need one of your mochachinos.
Oh, here you go. And you see the very familiar face from
She jumps
last
back.
night, and it's handing you a very small cappuccino cup. This'll perk you right up.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I anticipated that everyone would have this issue, and I already went through the effort of milking the coffee cow.
I really appreciate that. Me and Clyde have an agreement. I paid him in advance.
Oh, he's over at his manor.
He has his own manor?
You all do.
Wait, but he stays at his manor even though everybody's over here?
I mean, yeah, he's his own self-sustaining individual. He doesn't constantly need the attention of other people to self-validate.
He's got someone over at that manor. Who's that man flirting with? Wait, no, it's fine. It's none of my business.
I mean, I know he
She
has
takes the cup
Sure.
from him warily with just 2 fingers.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
If you like, I'm making flapjacks.
Oh wow. I'm gonna let my appetite work up over the morning. You know.
Oh, sure, take your time and let everyone know that there's cow fee in here.
She backs out of the kitchen.
Yeah,
Kind of.
sounds good.
As Zana backs out, Odette brushes past you.
Oh.
Hey, Grundle, S and I and Galahad, we're going over to Yanamut later today to try and look into things. You want to come with us?
I thought Yanamut didn't exist on the map.
Well, it doesn't exist on a map in the same way that, Ecuador exists in the universe, but that is beside the point.
She keeps bringing up Ecuador like it's a real place. I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know what anybody's talking about, and I'm gonna go over there now. She starts to walk towards the reading room where she knew Tama was.
Sure. And you enter there with your small cappuccino.
What does this cappuccino look like?
It's a very small cup, so there's hardly any contents in it, but it's a very dark liquid with some nice actual, it looks like almost caramelized marshmallow on top.
I sniff it. Does it smell normal?
Smells fine. Smells like really strong coffee.
Wait, also in this room, there is a goldfish.
Oh, there would be a goldfish.
The goldfish is in his bowl, sitting on like a pedestal right in front of the window.
What, in the sitting room?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. You need to make sure he gets plenty of sun.
Yeah. He's got a little chair in there.
So Tama wakes up, just finished up his stretching, his morning workout, looks around a little bit, sees the goldfish, and kind of whispers to himself, "Oh, I remember you." Then nods his head and walks off and kind of looks at some of the books.
Bloop. You all trapped me in here! Bloop. Let me out, I'm a real person!
He's got a little lounging chair with a little fish umbrella in there. He's fine.
Are you not fed enough?
Bloop. I'm borderline obese!
Then just stop eating so much.
Bloop.
Fish brains don't understand the concept of self-control!
And Zana walks in. Good morning. Oh, are you talking to the fish, Tama?
Yes, it's been quite a while.
No way. It's the same fish?
Yes.
What's it doing here? Oh yeah, that chick I bumped into. She was with us on that little mission.
Yes.
I'm kind of terrible with faces and names sometimes.
I'm great with faces, horrible with names.
Oh, what does my face look like? And she makes a stupid face intentionally.
Like the face of you.
Wow, okay.
That was a very safe answer.
Quick conversation, but can I leave?
Why is it so loud?
Fish also don't have volume modulation!
Ow. Okay, look, man. I don't want you here. You don't want to be here. I can toss you in the fire.
no, I have a very comfortable lawn chair. And you just see him just swim around in a circle and just like settle down and like put his fins over his eyes.
There's a mini replica of Don Quixote in the fishbowl with him.
Oh, I tempted to like take a pickle out, put it in his.
Oh no!
But the only thing is it turns out to be like a really good magical item. And he just...
Or the pickle soils the jar and he dies.
No filter.
Oh, I mean, he's swimming in his own feces anyway, so.
All right. So yeah, you're on.
This is for you, Tama. Yeah, I hope you like coffee.
I prefer not to drink coffee.
Fish, you want some coffee?
Where was it sourced?
From that Grodel dude.
I'll take my chances.
I plopped the cup of coffee in the fishbowl.
Okay, cool. As
Just killed my fish.
as the coffee begins, like as the cup sinks and the coffee eventually kind of begins mixing with the water, you see the fish kind of like swim through it in circles, and like it fill up his gills, and you can almost hear this thing's heartbeat, as this much caffeine is not meant for this small of a creature.
Why would you do that?
And then just all of a sudden, you see this fish swim so fast, jump out of the fishbowl and crash through the window and just start bouncing away into the plains.
Well, I was never here, so, I take the cappuccino thing out of the fishbowl, and I throw it out the window as well.
And you shatter another pane of glass.
No, I would throw it out the same,
Okay.
same.
Roll, just roll a general, like, ranged attack roll.
31.
Yeah, you're able to flawlessly thread the needle through the bullseye, and you just throw the cup and you hear it as it kind of shatters in the garden.
I'm surprised the fish didn't just impale itself on that glass.
Zana puts her hand on Tama's shoulder. Well, it's a good thing we were never here this morning, right? We never saw anything, right? And she squeezes his shoulder.
But, we are.
No, we didn't.
Hey guys! Strange to see you here. Are you all meeting out for the morning guild meeting during breakfast?
Yeah, crazy. We're gonna go now
All
to the guild breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good. We're just meeting in the dining room right over there attached to the kitchen.
She kind of pushes Tama along with her. It was a good thing that we had such a peaceful morning, right, Tama?
I guess.
She looks at him.
Guess it was peaceful. I mean, we weren't attacked,
Yep.
so yeah.
It was good morning. Good morning.
And everyone begins filing their way into the dining room, which is attached to the kitchen, as it was Grundle's turn to make breakfast this week. And there are mountains of flapjacks all set up in the table, and all of the guildmates are kind of gathering here. And
Anyone eating the flapjacks?
no one's eating yet. A couple people are sat down and are chatting. Some people have the cappuccinos in hand and are sipping them. And eventually, Grog actually walks in and approaches Odette.
Oh, Odette, as I was doing my morning laps, as I always do, I just came in from the plains. I don't know how he got there, but I found Goldie out in the fields.
And you just see as Grog is holding a goldfish between his giant fingers.
He's got a lot of energy. I think someone gave him some jumping beans. Anyways, Odette, you want your goldfish back?
Oh my God, how did you escape from there? I thought he did such a great job of giving you a little chair to sit on, a little book. Come on, little goldfish. I don't even know what your name is anymore.
She goes back in to the other room, and then you hear a scream from the other room.
Who put coffee in the goldfish bowl?
I promise it wasn't me this time!
Zana looks at Tama very intently, and from the corner of her mouth to the other corner of her mouth, she takes two of her fingers and glides them across her lips. Zip!
Tama looks at that and is just very confused and is like, what?
I told you all, if you're trying to kill my fish, it will break my heart. I'm putting him in S's room.
And time passes, and eventually everyone settles down and is either indulging themselves in the flapjacks or not. It's a mixed bag. You see Grog's plate has like a dozen of them on there, and that's his third plate that he's been through. Meanwhile, some other people are like just picking at it and noticing how they are just like unnaturally well stuck together. hilariously fibrous. But eventually, you all do sit down for a morning guild meeting. And everyone's doing introductions and has been greeting Tama. Everyone has been introduced. And more or less, it's been a cheery get-together. And you see that every chair at the table is filled. But you hear a knocking at the door.
Who knocks?
Who knocks?
Who is it?
There's no answer.
Gregory, can you please get the door?
As you wish. Of course, you have to make me do this during the daytime when I could get burned by sunlight.
And he just slowly turns the knob and opens the door. And you hear Gregory speak up.
Hello, madam and guests. Is there something I could help you with?
Oh, don't mind the intrusion. We are unannounced, but I would like to see if I could speak with the Guildmaster Snow.
Madam Snow, it appears as if you have company.
All of my company is here. Okay, all right, fine.
Nevertheless, there are individuals at the door.
All right. She gets up, breadstick in hand.
As you begin walking over, before you exit fully the threshold of the dining room, Gregory does very quickly approach you, leaving the doorway, and he whispers in your ear.
I don't know if you recall, but a while ago, I intercepted a few individuals who were poking around your estate, and with my incredibly keen senses, it would be of my advisement that these individuals may be related. It would be of my advice to proceed with caution.
And then he just kind of bows and has a smile back on his face and takes you to the doorway.
Ah, friends. How can I help you? She smiles very fakely, but you know, it's politics.
You see standing before you a very tall woman with platinum blonde hair and a lab coat on, but underneath it, it seems to be a very form-fitting pantsuit. The most notable thing of her would actually be her gray pupils. She doesn't seem to have any color to her eyes.
How are you today?
As well as all things can be. Now, who exactly are you and why are you here?
Pardon me, I don't think I have made the proper introductions.
And you see her kind of like rigidly and very unnaturally kind of bow and bend over and offer her hand, which is covered by a white glove.
I am Camille Lacimus.
Oh, shiz!
And these are my associates.
And she kind of gestures behind her, and you do see two individuals dressed in all black with gas masks on and long black capes.
Snow's eyes widen momentarily at the mention of the name, but then she quickly just tries to return to a neutral demeanor. Ah, from Araveldum, then.
I figured I could pay you a visit.
I see, and to what does my guild owe this pleasure?
I feel like there may have been a misunderstanding. An incident recently occurred. I just got word this morning that one Captain Bartholomew Gale was informed that some individuals were doing a research project for me.
Oh, you don't say. Interesting.
Of course, any falsely alleged research projects do tend to cause significant issues within the judicial system within Araveldum, and I would hate for any of that to cause a problem for your guild. So I'm here to hopefully negotiate and come to peaceable terms.
Interesting that you should be coming here.
She ain't got no proof.
Thank you, Zana, who is currently eavesdropping in the background.
Me and several others peeking around the corner.
Well, I don't understand why you would even be here, Camille. Of course, that is such a terrible thing that someone would claim to have any affiliation with you. That would be quite irredeemable, now wouldn't it? Seeing as You are such a woman of high standing.
I think you'll find the individuals who I allow to associate with me are rather well off. In fact, it can go a long way to have positive relations.
Well, what exactly do you want? I don't like to flirt around with this sort of thing, so cut to the chase.
Well, it has come to my attention that, though small, your guild has been rather vocal as of late. I do recall a small incident occurring in Puaz recently. Nevertheless, it seems that the player base receives your group's input. There will be an upcoming election held, and I think we would find it mutually beneficial if you showed some favor towards my campaign.
I find it quite interesting, Camille, that you would refer to the people in this place as players. Very interesting, don't you think?
We're all players in this game called life, aren't we?
Oh, sense and motive. I know she's lying, but sense and motive. Maybe
Sure.
she believes herself. Who knows?
Yeah, sure.
16. It ain't doing much.
Generally, when you attempt to tell whether a person is lying or being truthful, you look at their face, their complexion, their general body movements. Normally, they'll have some kind of tell, or there'll be some fluctuation in their voice, but everything about her seems almost inhuman. It's incredibly difficult to read.
Again, I would like you to clarify what exactly it is that you want from me and my guild.
As she sees that you are somewhat perplexed, she feels your intensive stare at her. And it's almost like she is able to use her intuition to tell that you are trying to read her.
I will be forthright then. Within the game, there are certain regulations, things which players must expressly permit before things can happen. It is one of the many safeguards of the game. I, as an individual in part of it, am trying to make the game better. It would go a long way to receive your support. Furthermore, my competition is rather laughable.
Oh, you should really leave the jokes to someone else, Camille. That wouldn't hit like a bat against a brick wall. Don't worry, I also am not
Maybe
funny.
you... I think maybe you should leave your analogies to someone better.
I know.
Roasted.
We're going back and forth. It's not even good. Permissions and regulations that require player permission. The thought kind of died there.
No. It's just that there are regulations which require player permissions, and then she hard stops. Do you
Are
attempt
you a vampire?
Me? No. I wouldn't be so tacky as other individuals I know.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah. Zana, keep at it.
And you see as she kind of like tilts her head in the door and waves to you, but it seems, again, like very, almost like stuttery.
I mimic the stutteriness, and I tilt my head with a little robotic tilt too. I'm not mocking her. What?
If you had any further questions, I would be happy to answer them. However, standing on the precipice of your abode, I feel like I may have worn my welcome.
Oh, Camille, I have many words. Many words. But I think I'll keep them to myself. You're right. You have worn your welcome out here. You don't belong here. We know you don't. So why don't you go back to Araveldum, where we can discuss there. This is not your floor.
Very well, then. I will make my leave. But before I do, just a word of advice. Careful where you tread. More people are watching than you know.
And she kind of just very curtly turns around and is escorted by the two individuals at either side of her, and they begin to walk off down the trail.
Oh, dang it. We could have kidnapped her, kept her here in our prison. What?
I totally think she's stalking you.
I think we may have
She's got a crush, and her robot heart doesn't know what to do about it.
No, Snow walks back over to the dining area where everyone is. No, Sana, that's definitely not it. That was a threat. They came here as a threat. She's showing her power.
Oh. Well...
She
what
comes to
more
a place that we think is safe.
NPCs can go to other floors?
And you see just Wilson is like mid-bite.
She's not an NPC. She's one of the administrators.
She's a what?
Unless NPCs are, like, programmed to roast people.
I'd program an NPC to roast persons.
Me too, Crystal.
Yeah, so,
Wait, anyways, who was that? She was really creepy.
Yeah, no, that's Camille Lasimus.
Who?
She is a game administrator, apparently.
One of the bad ones.
And, well...
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I think some people are trying to tell me that there's a story in this whole game, and I don't read much, so I'm having a hard time following what's going on. You can put it into tiny baby words.
All right, Grog, remember that village you grew up in?
Oh, yeah, very
Your
quaint.
village was not real.
What?
Yeah.
What do you-
Yeah, somebody made your village.
My-
It wasn't your parents, and it wasn't your family.
Someone called the creator, or,
It's God.
Are you telling me?
We just talked to a demigod.
Oh,
you
Snow,
should have been
don't bring religion to this. That's confusing enough for anybody.
You-
No. This is for him specifically. He needs a little bit more like.
Okay, well, are you telling me my cousin Alv isn't real? What about his...
I'm half 37 children, 54 wives.
What about his 54 wives?
I don't know, buddy. I really don't. Crystal, you didn't. You haven't told him more?
No, I'm just as confused as he is. Honestly, I didn't. They're game developers.
Okay, all right. I think we all just need to sit down and have an explanation about what's going on.
That's what this meeting was for, wasn't it?
No.
Like, that's the whole reason we're all in here.
I don't know. Somebody else called this meeting. It wasn't me.
Oh, I wanted to see if my moose hair injected pancakes would cause constipation. That's why I called this guild meeting. But this seems way more interesting.
That's why I've been able to poop for 6 days?
You've been eating... How have you been getting my pancakes?
They've been sent to me. Odette's been sending them.
I thought she told me she was eating them.
Oh my gosh, my stomach.
She was totally ruining my metric. I thought that my pancakes weren't working because she was still having regular bowel movements.
How were you checking her bowel movements?
Oh, he would just come and check me and be like, "Hey, Odette, you having bowel movements?" I'd be like, "Yes, I am doing the poop in the bathroom right now as we speak, and I flush the toilet."
It's the most consistent way. I mean, there's only...
I would just toilet port the pancakes where they need to be.
Oh, you clever little rascal. You did use my toilet portation.
Absolutely.
Grog ate a lot of those pancakes.
The silent smile from the GM.
Everybody realizes this at the same time, and it goes silent as everybody kind of looks to Grog.
He's still eating them.
They don't call it shit and bricks for nothing.
little house.
Oh, that's a smelly house.
Where's Clyde?
He's at his own mansion right now.
I mean, we've got Brunting on the books, but I mean, depending on how much longer we're out and about, we might have to reschedule it.
I also think he's been working on rebuilding the cluck bucket in-game.
Oh, yeah, he's almost learned how to deep fry chicken.
Oh my gosh, is that what all of his chickens are for? It's kind of...
Yeah.
Doesn't he have, like, names for them?
Only the ones he loves.
Just don't go to his house. It's honestly the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Also, just, like, don't think about it. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. Much like what just happened here moments ago. The more I think about it, the worse it gets.
Yeah, besides shitting bricks right now.
I was trying to just mentally, like, suppress that. I was trying to get past that hurdle. Yeah, I'm still trying to get past that hurdle myself, buddy.
Well, personally, I don't really see much of a problem. I mean, mission accomplished. We made it to 420. It's time to get out there, explore that, and continue on, see if we can find anything else that'll help us.
Didn't you want to talk to Melville?
The only reason we wanted to go talk to Melville was because we thought he had the entrance to floor 20.
Oh, I thought it was also to see if we can get the bonus stats.
The Quack and buffs? I
Yes.
couldn't care less about the buffs. I want to advance the game more.
Well, here's a problem. If Airveldum turns against the players in any way, it is quite literally one of the only locations that people can go to on floor 15 that has any sign of civilization. But also, Zana, she just moved floors with NPCs.
Yeah, we saw that done before, haven't we?
If they...
I don't remember that happening before.
Den went from this floor to the next floor.
Yes, but...
I guess.
Okay, but the consideration is that a special NPC? Because those seem like the stereotypical type.
I don't know. Camille seems a little bit more off the rails than your typical NPC.
I think she was talking about the Goonie guys with, like, gas masks who, like, kind of made me feel like we were about to break the Geneva Conventions.
Oh, yeah, those guys?
Yeah.
Well, how do we have any proof that they're not just, like, little animatronic bots?
Okay, so then she just made animatronic bots that are NPC bots move floors.
Okay.
That's dangerous, especially if an administrator is threatening us.
Well, personally, until we met Stefan, I thought any administrator of this game would be a bad person. But Stefan, while you guys thought he was bad at first, turned out he was trying to help us. I thought we were already on the same page that Camille doesn't seem like a great person. And I just don't know what you expect us. Like, what are we going to do about this?
And you see as Gregory has just been standing in the corner with his hand raised.
Yes, Gregory.
What?
No, I'm sorry. Hi, how are you?
I'm sorry. It keeps happening.
It does, yes. Sorry about that. I hate to intrude on anything here, but I also find it equally as alarming that this individual was able to make it to this location. Presumably, she may have been able to come through the great tree, Anuk Saruk, as other individuals have referred to it as. I can tell you that that is quite not the case, as Her Majesty is quite diligent in keeping records on who comes and goes through the Queen's Forest.
Oh, so that's like even worse because she can travel through floors without having to use the gateway. Maybe she's using something like that portal that had an error.
I don't know. I asked Stefan to look into it, but I have to check back in with him on that. I have a really bad feeling about Camille.
Oh, dude, we all have bad feeling about Camille.
I'm just saying, yeah, but I don't want us to dismiss this person because if she's an admin, she could probably spawn something in that doesn't belong.
Okay.
Which means she could probably cheat. This is just hypothetically, but like if she could cheat, doesn't that mean that potentially, if that hypothetically, couldn't she be able to kill players relatively easily in that way?
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, she doesn't really have any incentive to kill players, so much so right now.
Question. So we unlocked floor 20.
Yeah.
Is it unlocked for everyone then, or is it? No.
Just the individuals
Just
who have
for
found it. But you can tell people the location to where they need to go on the next floor.
Which
No,
if other
technically,
players have to
that's-
travel through Airveldum.
Yeah, and technically where we went probably isn't the actual way to go. We kind of went through an unstable portal.
Strange.
The actual entrance to the next floor seems like it was probably somewhere else.
Well, I got a bunch of water-breathing potions and speak with animals, so I was kind of prepped to go to the underwater level.
That's fine, but my concern is if Airveldum ends up hindering other players from advancing because we can't advance through these floors alone anymore in the same way that we have been, it's getting more difficult, more dangerous. We're going to need their help if we want to be able to get out of this game.
Then why don't we just, and she puts up air quotes, do what Camille wants? She wants us to, what was it, endorse her?
She wants us to sell our data to her so that Google can take up our ad space in our and
I
give
think
us
she was
suggested ads.
It seems like she's reading really far into that. So the way Airveldum works, it's generally like an oligarchy. You have the 6 heads of the government there. What she has been promoting as of recently, especially due to recent events with various uprisings, which happened about like a week and a half ago now, is a more militaristic state within one particular individual in charge of all of it.
Oh, so like a dictator.
Yeah, you could call it that. That would probably be a very apt choice of words.
Yeah, she wants us to campaign for her.
But
Oh, man.
it is
campaign. Who says we have to do it good? Vote for Camille. She definitely will not turn hostile, everybody. What's she gonna say? Stop saying that? That's exactly what you told us to say.
But not everyone understands sarcasm, Zana.
But the people who do? Well, I mean, I'm listening to you, Chief.
Like I said, I was planning on popping back over to Erveldum, talking with Stefan, figuring out a few things, and then from there, I mean, it's going to depend on what Stefan thinks about this other portal. I'm fine if we want to go to floor 20 and just to explore it a little bit, but I have other goals. I want to make sure that at least other players in this game have a fair and fighting chance to get out of here.
All right, well, then why don't we tell other people how to get to floor 20?
We can.
Or at least how we got to it.
I don't know if we want to send people there. That is a very dangerous area from what I could tell.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what? We've remained the only people at access to floor 20 for a while? We're gonna get ugh.
We also don't know that was the right way to get to floor 20. It seemed rather weird and not how the game should be.
I mean,
Right way, wrong way. It was a way. We're into floor 20.
Yes, but the other way would probably be a better option.
What other way?
The right way.
The right way?
Which way is the right way? Do we talk to Melville? Does he take us down there?
I'm guessing so. I mean, we were fairly close to there anyways.
We just got messed up because you both were kidnapped and dragged underwater.
Are you really going to fault the victims here in
No,
the
no, no.
circumstance? I'm
I was saying we got pulled off course and we lost our boat.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Draken seems very sensitive on this subject. As if, like,
He did roll like 3 nat 1.
He was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Of course I didn't do anything wrong. I'm perfect.
Snow hands him a breadstick, a pocky stick.
and he just starts eating it very.
It's a whole
curmudgeonly.
box of pocky sticks.
Yeah, he's downing it, just like chewing it one after another, like a shredder. Just.
I wouldn't mind going back to Araveldum, I guess. But, I mean, I do want to explore Pretty City.
That's fine. We can.
Okay.
I mean, if we go the right way, I'm assuming the pretty city will be there when we get there. So,
But I want to go to the Pretty City now. Why do I have to wait for you guys?
You don't.
You can go on alone and scout ahead if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. I'll scout out floor 20 on my own with unknowable monsters lurking about. Woo.
Well, that's kind of what it sounded like you wanted to do, because you're too impatient to wait for us.
Dude, we have been stuck on like floor 15 for how many months, and we finally make progress. The first people in the game to make progress, and you want to lay
Zana,
and
our
sleep
only
on it?
our only goal for going to floor 20 was so we could get strong enough to attack these databases.
Oh, yeah, fair point. I forgot about that.
Have we fully explored floor 15?
Oh, not
Absolutely
even
not.
close.
Huge. It's huge.
We could have some groups try and see if they can find any other place that actually might be of an outpost where they could help the players. Other than Araveldum.
Oh, me.
Yeah, say we got teams, right? What's
Yeah.
we're strike squad, so we're going on the strike, and then we got like what is the Delta squad?
Odette, what did we call ourselves?
I think, no, we were Strike Squad A or were we B? I don't know anymore. We were
I
Squad.
thought we rebranded ourselves
S,
as
what were we?
If we went to the ocean, we'd be Strike Squad C.
No, nobody wants to be C. C is like the worst of them all.
I thought we rebranded ourselves as Strike Squad Legendary Heroes.
You're right, it was Strike Squad Legendary Heroes. That's right, perfect. It is fine.
I don't remember being informed on this.
Look, Greg, you were mad at me and you went and hid in the bathroom. I think you were pooping in there for a while. I was a little concerned.
I've had a little bit of trouble lately, and so is Jerry.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I've been feeding him a very healthy diet of pancakes.
You know,
These are some pretty heavy little darts. You could use these as like bullets.
yeah. See, don't they seem competent enough to handle that?
I mean, I'm pretty convinced by that show right now. They seem like they do a great job.
So what was the question? Oh, you want to know about the outpost. There was a child that went missing, that's all I know. It is not my fault, I promise. Oh, and wolves. Oh, and that's right, Greg killed a god.
Actually, to reiterate, I did. I killed a deity that was a deity to the werewolf people, and then she killed the werewolf people's mayor. So, you know, if you want to go around giving her applause.
Yeah. Trust me, the queen reamed me out on that one. You know what, guys? Great job. It probably deserved it.
Greg kind of grumbles and he goes, well, he did not deserve it. Oh no.
Well, we've been also scouting out the 15th floor, and I will say there is alarming amounts of reports about people going missing. Not too many mentions of wolves, and when we went to the Furbearers Tannery, we said that while there were a bunch of wolves, they don't know if that's what took the children.
Yeah, and we were going back over to check out Yanamut because we heard about more disappearances there.
Yeah, like there's just not a town anymore.
Wait, there's even more missing children?
But not even just children, just like lots of missing people.
I heard this story of a cute little baker boy that went missing.
A beggar boy?
A baker boy.
Baker
Boy.
Oh no.
I've been infected by Grundle's accent.
Wouldn't want to be infected by anything by Grundle, so I'm so sorry about that.
It's like his toe fungus. It's very contagious.
It grows on you.
Oh, I would sure hope not. It's funny when it's not happening to me.
All right. I had an idea. Plan here. For Strike Squad, Maiden Squad.
Okay. Huddle up,
Zana.
Strike Squad. No, not you.
All right, Zana. Now hear me out here. What if you asked Den to show you the world? It was the greatest date ever. We could be like your ensemble in the background. We play like instruments, we sing, and we make it like a really... No, this might work really well. I just had a
It
plan.
is true. He flies pretty well.
He could probably...
He might know where any other place
I mean, didn't...
this would be.
You could smooth talk him into telling us where Melva is. Or we go to poker night. We go to poker night.
Oh, yeah, we could go to poker night.
Also, didn't you say that he wanted to, like, show you his home?
The world
like
or
his,
something?
The world? Like, this whole world is his home?
I remember some kind of like strange music, like singing.
There was-
Magical pan flutes appeared or something.
You know what?
He probably
If
misses you.
that's-
Use it.
Team leader, if that's what you think we should do, that's what we can do.
Listen, I'm not against using your barret to get things done. I was literally an advertisement board on floor 1.
Look.
Oh man, I think I still have that outfit. And like Snow scrolling through a UI, and all of a sudden you see she like equips this sign. She jumps, turns around, points the back of her sign. Boar's hat. We have the meats.
That's right, they do. Well, they used to. Now they're out of business.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was awkward. She takes the sign off and just kind of hangs it up on the wall.
I guess you'll never get that discount.
My 10% off of all meat.
Speaking of meat,
What a great segue. No, please carry on.
I'm scared.
I don't.
I implied things, but please.
I think I should meet with
You should.
the door. She starts facing off.
Everyone is confused and kind of panics and all starts yelling at Snow all at once, trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing.
I mean, I guess I could put on a scantily clad outfit and flirt with Dan. That's always an option.
Why do we have to flirt with him? He's a giant bird.
You ran out the door!
I did, but I didn't. I never said I shut the door, and I never said I ran out farther than it.
Snow, you were able to eventually quell the masses of the rest of your guild, telling them to continue the good work exploring the 15th floor and report back to you if they find out anything more interesting about the disappearances on any of the floors. And you say that you and Strike Squad are all going to further investigate and try and find the real exit to the floor, and that perhaps meeting with Den is a good way to start.
All right, Tama, what's the name for this plan of with Zana and Den? Give us a name. Give us a smexy name.
Why?
Oh, no.
Tama gets this. This is his initiation
This is
name.
his first mission.
Yeah.
You know what? By all means, Tama, go ahead.
Name him.
Live by the carpet, die by the carpet.
Ooh, I like it. That's the name of the next
All right.
episode.
And with that, I think that's all the time we have for this week's episode. Please join us for Live by the Carpet, Die by the Carpet next week.
All right. Now listen, if you enjoy this podcast,
For
please,
some reason, who knows?
you know what? If you know what you could do as a big favor to us, leave us a review, leave us a rating, actually, on whatever podcast platform you listen on, all right? If you do, I will once again play terrible tin whistle music in the background of whatever Zana is doing.
No.
Yeah, make sure it's 5 stars. Anything less than that, no tin whistle music.
No tin whistle music.
No tin
The
whistle.
tin whistle music is on the line.
It's on the line. I mean, if you don't like it, just don't.
I mean, hopefully we have successfully boosted her self-image with the 5 stars on this episode, but please make sure that you go back and rate all of the previous episodes of the podcast, letting us know that you like it and that we're producing content that you enjoy.
Yes, it actually does boost our GM's mood.
Boosts my mood and also boosts the algorithm recommending us to more people so they can find our wonderful show.
Yes. So we were told to give you guys one task. This
Just
is
one.
it.
This is your one task.
If you failed this, I'm sad and disappointed in you, and you don't want that. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, Foundlings. We're so glad you joined us on this week's episode of Sword Art Online Odd. We hope you'll continue to follow along with these adventures of chaos incarnate. And, as always, if you want to keep up to date with things, make sure you're following us on our Twitter stuff and, Discord. All those links are down below, so you can click them. Click that link. I'm gesturing, but you can't see it.
There's a lot of hand motions.
The link.
Yeah, the link.
But
we do want to give a big thank you and shout out to Will Savino with Music D20, Yvonne Dutch, and Michael Gelfi and Monument Studios for allowing us to use their music and ambiance in today's episode. So thank you. And go ahead and give them a thank you by giving us 5 stars. Thank you. All right. I don't think that's how that works. All right. Anyway.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.